Noah Archer was a man of rules. The tabloids called him ruthless in business, irresistible in romance, and untouchable in every other way. But what fascinated people most wasn't his wealth or his power. It was his 2-week rule. Noah never dated a woman longer than 14 days. 2 weeks of lavish dinners, whispered compliments, yacht rides under the stars. Then he walked away. And strangest of all, none of his exes seemed to mind. They left him smiling, almost grateful. Skyler Fox didn't buy it. She wasn't charmed by his billions or his tailored suits. She was a writer, sharp and stubborn, and she wanted answers. When her best friend became Noah's latest perfectly fine ex, Sky made a decision. She would expose him. Her plan was reckless, maybe even foolish, but simple. She'd be his next girlfriend. Noah Archer would date her for 2 weeks, and she would find out exactly what game he was playing. The first time Sky challenged him was at a glittering Manhattan gala. The chandeliers sparkled like stars, and Noah was standing at the bar, every inch the untouchable billionaire. 2 weeks, she said coolly, glass of champagne in hand. That's your limit, isn't it? Noah's smile was slow, amused, and yet not a single complaint. You're not romantic, Archer. You're efficient, she shot back. He leaned in, voice low enough to make her heart stumble. Then prove me wrong. Be my next efficiency. 2 weeks. Sky hadn't meant to say yes, but somehow she did. The 2 weeks began with chauffeur-driven rides through Manhattan and dinners in his glass-walled penthouse. Sky tried to keep her guard up, notebook always tucked away, as if she could keep their relationship clinical. But Noah wasn't making it easy. What, no helicopter? She teased on their first date, staring at the glossy car interior. That's for week 2, he answered with that maddening grin. She wanted to hate him, but instead she laughed. By day 3, over candlelight and wine, the cracks in his armor began to show. You're good at this, she said, gesturing at the skyline, the music, the atmosphere. Very rehearsed. Noah's eyes lingered on the city. His voice softened. Money buys almost everything, but not time. Skyler frowned. That wasn't the answer she expected. Day 5 brought them to his yacht, where the sunset painted the Hudson gold. So what happens on day 14? She asked lightly. Do you send flowers? A thank you card? Noah stared at the horizon. I disappear. It wasn't playful. It wasn't a joke. And for the first time, Skyler wondered if she was the one being studied, not him. By day 8, her mission felt like it was unraveling. In the back of his limousine, rain streaking the windows, she turned to him. Why do you do it? Why 2 weeks? His jaw tightened. Some stories aren't meant to last. Or maybe, she whispered, you're too scared to let them. For a heartbeat, he looked at her like he might confess everything. His hand brushed hers. Their lips nearly touched. But then his phone buzzed, and he pulled away, retreating behind the mask again. On day 12, under the chandeliers of yet another charity ball, Noah took her hand and led her into a dance. The orchestra swelled as he spun her across the floor. Skyler laughed despite herself, and in that laughter, Noah's expression softened into something unguarded. She was supposed to be exposing him. Instead, she was falling for him. And worse, he was falling too. The truth came on day 13. Sky wandered into his study and heard the words that stole the air from her lungs. I don't care about the money. Noah's voice was raw, broken. Just tell me the results. The doctor said months, not years. Her hand flew to her mouth. Suddenly, everything made sense. The 2-week rule, the disappearances, the distance. He wasn't running from love. He was running out of time. On day 14, the rooftop glowed with sunset. Noah stood against the skyline trying to smile. It's day 14, he said. You know how this ends. Sky's eyes burned with tears. Then let's make this the day it doesn't. Sky! His voice cracked. People leave. Or worse, they stay and watch me fall apart. She stepped closer, her hand on his chest. Then let me be the one who stays. For a moment, silence. The city hummed below. Then Noah broke. He pulled her into his arms, kissed her like a man who had finally let himself hope. Weeks later, Sky typed at her favorite cafe, Noah sliding into the seat beside her, casual and smiling. On her laptop, the headline read, "The Billionaire Who Broke His Own Rule." "Careful, Fox," Noah teased. "Write too much about me, and I'll start charging royalties." She smirked, kissed his cheek. "Too late. You're already mine." The billionaire's rule had always been 2 weeks, but then he met the woman who turned his countdown into forever.